everybody. It's wonderful to be with you again. My name is Edith from Professional Yoga, and I'd like to lead today a seated practice. Some of the reasons, of course, you know, because of the space I have or the lack of space. As well as for an afternoon practice, it is wonderful to enable our bodies to settle, enable our mind to calm. And especially in our environment, our times nowadays, it is always useful to have a slow, gentle time to allow our thoughts to slowly move away, to fly away. So allowing our senses to focus on one, maybe two aspects of what we are doing. So remember, you can always stop this. It is live now, but it's recorded. My plan is to have all these live sessions to put on YouTube as well. So you could always go back to either Facebook or to YouTube and look at these sessions and practice these sessions again, or share it with friends, family, to help them, to maybe guide them to a different way of dealing with the stresses, the pressures, the anxieties of our lives nowadays. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, you can sit on a yoga mat on the ground, or if it's not available to you, you can have a towel, or you could sit on a chair and modify how you're moving sitting on a chair as well. If you're sitting on a chair, it's better to have a chair without rest, so you can have your arms moving freely rather than your elbows knocking on the arms. So wherever you are, settle. You may want to have a cushion underneath you to help, or maybe sit in a different way. You may want to have your legs in the front. Whatever feels good. And remember, you can always change. You could always modify how you are sitting. But wherever you are, try to move a little bit side to side and forwards and backwards. Start observing where your body is, where your body weight is. Try to ensure that you're right in the center, balancing out front and back, left and right. And allow the hands to rest wherever they feel comfortable, wherever they feel natural. So it could be on your knees, could be on the thighs. You might want to have your hands in your lap. You'll know where your shoulders feel the most relaxed. So lengthen the spine. Then relax your shoulders, soften the shoulders down. The next is your head. Check that your head is in the middle. Again, side to side, forwards and backwards. Allow the head to sit right on the top of the spinal column. Lovely balance. Then close your eyes or lower the gaze if you're more comfortable that way. Bring the attention to the breath. Breathe through the nose. Observe the air flowing through the nostrils. Slowly in, slowly out. Allow the body to breathe for you. No need to control. Just observe. In through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. As you breathe, allow the body to settle. Feel the weight pulling you down onto the mat. Observe the space where your body is touching the yoga mat. Relax the body. Notice the weight of your hands. Relax the hands. Quiet the mind. Allow the thoughts to float away. Anytime the mind wanders, simply guide the attention back to the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Enjoy the simplicity of the breath. Notice the calming effect of the breath. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale through the mouth. There's a slight change. Inhale through the nose. Then quickly exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Quickly exhale through the mouth. Once more. Deeply inhale through the nose. Quickly exhale through the mouth. Come back to normal breath. Calm the breath. Relax the breath. With the next inhalation, nose, chin to sky, stretch the front of the neck. Exhale, chin to chest, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, nose, chin to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, nose, chin to sky. Hold the head there. And very gently move the head a little bit side to side. Just enough that you feel a little bit of an extra stretch on both sides. One more round. Then bring the head back to the middle. Bring the chin to chest. Relax the shoulders. And again, move the head a little bit left to right. Notice the sensations in the side of your neck and your shoulders. And with the next inhale, bring the head back to the center. Then tilt the head to one side. Relax the shoulders. Notice how the side of your neck, your shoulder is stretching. Then again, move the head slightly forwards and backwards. Notice what's happening. Enjoy. Slow down. And with with the next inhale, slowly come back to the middle. Stay in the middle for a breath. And allow the head to tilt to the other side. Again, check that your shoulder is relaxed, soft. And then you already allow the head to move very slowly forwards and backwards. Slow movement. Small movement. With the next inhale, bring the head back to the middle. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin to chest, and rotate, circle the head. No rush here. Observe every little movement you make. Change the direction of the rotation. Be mindful as you're moving. Notice the little changes. And when you finish the next circle, bring the head back to the middle. Open your mouth and circle with the lower jaw. Make the circles big. Change the direction of the rotation. Close the mouth, relax the jaws. Open the eyes. And with the next inhale, lift both arms to the sky. Look up, reach up. And as we exhale, allow the arms to soften back down to the earth. Inhale, lift both arms to the sky. Look up, reach up. And as we exhale, allow the arms to soften back down to the earth. And this time, place the hands behind you. Push the hands into the floor and lift the chest up. And feel that you are pushing the lower back a little bit forward, but pull the shoulders back at the same time. Deep breath in your chest. Push the hands into the floor. Try to push yourself up slightly. With the next inhale, come back to a seated position. Hands could be either on the knees or beside you. And with the next inhale, bring both shoulders to the ears. Slowly release them back down. Push them down. Inhale, lift both shoulders to the ears. Exhale, soften them down. Push them all the way down. Once more. Pull both shoulders to the ears. Hold it a little bit longer. And as we exhale, allow the shoulders to come down. Push them all the way down. Now one shoulder to the ear. Release it down. Other shoulder to the ear. Release it down. Again, switch the side. One shoulder to the ear. Hold it a bit longer. Release it down. Other shoulder to the ear. Release it down. Once more, both shoulders to the ears. And as we exhale, soften them down. Push them all the way down and circle. Waking those shoulders up, the shoulder blades. Then change the direction. Notice how your spine starts moving, responding to the movement. Relax the shoulders and bring the arms shoulder level. Bend the elbows and circle with your lower arms. Move slowly, focus on those elbows. Then change the direction of the rotation. Remember to breathe, moving with the breath. And bring the hands to the heart to prayer. Relax the shoulders. The thumbs touch the sternum, this bony part of your chest, relaxing the shoulders. Identify your right elbow. Inhale, right elbow towards the left knee. Inhale, coming up. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale, coming up. Once more, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, coming up. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale, coming up. Release the hands either on the knees or onto the floor and circle with the torso. You may want to go a little bit wider as your body is warming up. Then change the direction. Beautiful. Come back to the middle, lengthen the spine. Now place your right hand on the left thigh. Left hand either curves around your lower back or place it on the floor behind you. So either behind you or on the floor, whichever feels better for your body. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, gently press on that left thigh and twist to your left. Shoulders drop down and your gaze go towards the direction of the pose, the twist. Guide your breath into your belly. Notice how your belly is expanding while you inhale and softening as you exhale. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, allow the body to come back to the middle. You may want to wiggle a little bit side to side. You may want to move your shoulders. Before we do the other side, remember in yoga we always do both sides. So, hands on the outside of the right knee, other hand behind you, either lower back or on the floor. Look forward, lengthen the spine. And as we exhale, gently press on that right thigh and twisting to the right. Remember looking behind you, dropping the shoulders down, push the shoulders away from the ears. Observe your breath in your tummy. Another deep breath here. And as you inhale, come back to the middle. And with the next inhale, raise both arms to the sky. Look up, reach up. Then look forward and move one arm towards the sky, then the other. Focusing on the side body, on the arms to stretch, to move. Imagine you're trying to reach something. Then reach with both arms. Inhale, and as we exhale, bring the hands to the heart to prayer. Drop the shoulders down. Bring the fingers together and make sure your palms push together as well. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, press the palms and the fingers together. Show your strength to yourself. Then release. We'll do this a couple more times. Inhale. And as we exhale, press the fingers, the palms together. Push it. Feel the strength in your arms, in your shoulders. And release. Let's do this once more. Inhale. As we exhale, push the palms, the fingers together. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit harder. And release. Shake it out. Shake it up and down as well. Then straighten one arm in the front and the palms face to the sky and gently pull the fingers back so you feel a stretch in your lower arms. Don't forget to breathe. Lovely long, deep breaths. And change to the other side. It might feel quite different on the other side. Another breath. Then release, shake it out again. Up and down as well. This time, have your hands touch together, but the fingers spread wide. So we're going to do the same sequence, but the hands will be wide in front of your chest. So remember, the fingers, the fingertips, the palms, the knuckles, everything touch together. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, press the hands, the palms together. Inhale, release. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, press the hands, the palms together. Remember, the fingers are apart. Feel the strength. Feel the energy. And release. We'll do this once more. Inhale. As we exhale, press the hands, the fingers, the palms together. Remember, this is the last one, so you may want to hold it a little bit longer or not. You may want to come out of it quicker. And release and circle those wrists. This is a really good way to strengthen your arms, your hands, without weight bearing, without having too much weight on your wrist, and change the direction. Beautiful. You may want to shake it out again. And let's go on all fours. I'm going to go sideways so you could see me a little bit better. So the knees are underneath your hips, the hands underneath your shoulders, and let's move the spine. Inhale, release, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, draw the belly and curl the spine up, look at the belly. This is the cat-cow, allowing the spine to move, to stretch. Remember, if you're sitting on a chair, you can do this seated as well. Allowing the spine to slowly move from one to the other extreme. One more round. Then come back to neutral spine. Draw the belly button in slightly. That will stabilize your hips a little bit. And move side to side. So looking at left and right ankles. Moving the spine sideways. And next time when you're on the right, hold it there. Go as close to your ankle as possible. And observe your breath. Deepen the breath. And very slowly move to the other side, to your left. Again, hold it there. Deep breaths. With the next inhale, come back to the middle and sit back up into butterfly. So bringing the soles of your feet together. And first, bring those heels a little bit closer to your hips and move a little bit forwards and backwards. So maybe even lifting your feet off a little bit, and then allow the chest as you move forwards and backwards to guide you. Then settle back and move your feet a little bit away so it's comfortable for you, not too strenuous. Make sure you're even on left and right. And open your feet just like a book. You might give it a little bit of a massage as you're opening up the balls of your feet. And then move with the thumbs down towards your heels as you're opening them up. Then closing the book. You might need to bring the heels a little bit closer to you and interlace the fingers over your feet if you can. Otherwise, hold on to your ankles if that feels a bit more comfortable, more natural. And move your body a bit side to side. Then come back to the middle. Lengthen the spine. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, bow forward. Take your time. No rush here. Your body might tell you you might prefer having your hands on the ground in front of you. Hang your head. Guide the breath into your tummy. As you inhale, feel your belly expanding and then softening. A little bit like the sea, coming in and then falling back. One more deep breath here. And with the next inhale, slowly rising up, coming up to a seated position. And again, move a bit side to side. You may want to move a little bit forwards and backwards again. Notice where the body is, what's your back, especially your lower back, is doing. Then place both hands behind you. You may want to push the feet a little bit further away from you and allow just the strength of your legs to pull those knees down. So you're not pressing anything with your hand. Your hand is behind you, opening your chest. But feel that with your thighs, you could open, you could pull those knees a little bit further down. Keep pushing the soles of your feet together. And if you can, look up, lifting your chest a little bit. So it's quite an active pose. You can't see the activity, but you're pushing the soles of your feet together. You're activating your legs by pulling your knees, the thighs down towards the earth, pushing the hands into the floor. Deepening the breath. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, rising back up. If your arms or wrists need a little bit of movement, please give it to them. And then with your peace fingers, grab hold of your big toes. Now, there are different versions of this next pose. Firm your belly. Make sure there is nothing behind you because you might roll back. So you might need to wiggle forward a little bit so if you roll back, you don't hit anything. Lengthen the spine and lift the feet off the ground. Now you might decide that this is hard enough, so keep staying here, keep pushing shoulders down, lifting the chest, and keep noticing which part of your body is working. If you would like to challenge yourself, and I know some of you would want to, start very slowly opening your feet. Take your time. If you get the wobbles, you may want to come back, stabilize yourself, and then maybe keep going, keep opening a little bit more. Again, wobble, come back, or go as far and wide as your body allows you to. But wherever you are, make sure your shoulders are not up in your ears, but down, pushing down, and allowing the body to relax. I know it's not a very relaxing pose, but there are certain parts of your body which can. Make sure you breathe. Another deep breath. And we will try to come out of the pose as slow as we got into it. Sometimes coming out of poses can be harder than going in. So take your time. Beautiful. And release your toes, your ankles, bring your knees back together. Give yourself a hug. And allow the nose, forehead to aim towards your knee. Relax your shoulders. Take a few breaths. Beautiful. Now let's do a little bit of a camel sequence. So the camel is a back bend, so we would like to ensure that you're as comfortable with it as possible. So if you feel that your yoga mat is too thin, you may want to double up your mat. Or if you have a cushion, you may want to have your cushion underneath your knees. You know how hard it is underneath your yoga mat, so be kind to yourself. I'm going to do it sideways for a little bit so you could see how the hips and the knee alignment is important, as well as your feet. So if you look between your knees, you shouldn't really see your feet. So it shouldn't look like that or shouldn't look like that. So I'm double checking again. My feet are parallel. My knees, hips, shoulders aligned. Put your hands on your lower back. Again, I'm going to give you different versions. We're going to do a number of different versions, but stick to the version which feels good for you. If you feel that you're falling out or you might hurt yourself, you know that intuition tells you not to go there, please don't. So, hands on the lower back, pushing the hips forward, opening the chest and look back. Keep focusing on your hips. Opening the chest. Observe your breath. Slowly come back to the middle. Now we're going to do with one arm. So the right arm is in front of you or to the side. The left hand is still on your lower back. I'm going to turn back to you. So, lifting the right arm, pushing the hips forward, leaning back, looking back. Again, keep focusing on the hips pushing forward and notice how your right arm pulling your shoulder, the whole body back. Another deep breath. Then slowly, really take your time to bring that arm back and switching over. So place the right hand behind you and release the left. And again, pushing forward those hips, lifting the left arm, pushing the hips forward, leaning back, looking back. Allow the shoulders to drop back. Feel the weight of the arm pulling you back. When you're ready to come out of the pose, please do so. Release the arm. Now the last version will be with both arms. Again, if it's too much, keep both hands on your lower back and do the camel, do this back bend that way. Otherwise, if you're ready, knees are nice, stable, and with the next inhale, lift both arms. Start pushing the hips forward. Notice when your arms start to feel heavy, pulling your shoulders, your chest back. Don't go too far, just enough that you feel a little bit of challenge. Another breath. And as you exhale, go into child's pose. So allow the body to relax. You may want to keep the knees parallel or you may want to open up the knees. Placing the forehead on the mat. You may want to place your forehead on your hands, on your fists, or maybe if you have a block or a cushion, place your forehead on a cushion. Make sure your arms are relaxed. Your shoulders soft. Again, some of you might find that having your arms behind you is more comfortable. But wherever you are, feel the lengthening of that lower part of your spine. Relax the body. Deepen the breath. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, slowly rising up, bring the legs back to the front and bring the feet and the knees together. We're going to do boating. We're going to do a variation of boat pose. Again, we're going to do different versions of it. So if you feel that you want to stick to one version, please do so. I'm going to give you a variation and explore the variation. See whether it feels okay, or you're not ready for it, or you just don't want to do that today. So, starting with the hands behind you, supporting the torso, supporting your shoulders. But wherever you are, allow the chest to keep lifting, the shoulders push down. Find the core, just that lower part of your belly, just firm it a little bit, and start lifting your toes off the ground. And then release it back down. So just play with it a little bit and notice, where do you have to work? What part of your body is feeling the movement? And then keep the toes off the ground, the toes pointing. Then you may want to come up onto the fingertips and then start lifting the fingertips off the ground. And then you may want to bring the arms parallel with the ground. Keep pushing shoulders down, chest lifting. Then lifting the legs so the calves are parallel with the floor. Remember, you could always go back, touching, hands down, wherever you feel that your body is ready, or have a little rest. Now you may want to stick here or go back, or you may want to straighten the legs. Keep pulling those legs towards you, but shoulders push down so the chest could lift. Deep breaths. Now we're going to come down, bend the knees, calves parallel with the floor. Hands behind you, first fingertips, toes, hands down, feet down, and then allow the body to move side to side, allow the knees to swing left to right. And next time when your knees on the right, leave them on the right, look to the left, but pull the shoulders, the whole spine back. And looking to the opposite direction. Deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. When you're ready, slowly move the knees to the other side. Again, look the opposite direction and lengthen the spine. Create space between those vertebrae. Fill up the body with air. With the next inhale, come back to the middle. Straighten your legs. Keep the legs around hip width apart. And bend the left leg. Place the sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. The toes pull back. And bring the hands behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. And as we exhale, bow forward. Take your time, keep pulling those elbows up. With the next inhale, rising up, take your time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Keep pulling the toes back in the front. Keep pushing the foot inside the thigh. With the next inhale, rising up. Release the hands, release the arms, and change over the legs. Push the foot inside the thigh, toes pulled back. Try to make sure that your chest and the hips face forward. When you pull those toes back in the front, that stabilizes the hips slightly because the legs are strong. Interlace the fingers behind your neck, pull the shoulders back, the elbows pulled back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow forward, fold forward. Deep inhale, long exhale. And with the next inhale, rising up. We'll do this once more. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, bowing forward. Keep pull those elbows back. Keep lengthening the spine. With the next inhale, rising up. Release the arms. Bring the leg forward and move the body a little bit side to side. Even it out a bit. Then come back to the middle and bend your left knee and place the hands underneath your left knee. Pull the toes, ankles back on both feet, shoulders down, and then lift, straighten that leg. And you may want to slide the hand towards your ankle and start lifting that leg closer to you and then release. You may want to hold on to your foot. If that's okay, you may want to hold it underneath your thigh. And put a little movement into it. So it's, at the moment, still a little bit of movement in there. If it's too hard on your lower back, bend the other knee and allow the movement to happen that way. Then hold that leg. Keep relaxing your shoulder. Keep breathing. Another breath here. Gently pull that leg towards you. And bend your knee. Interlace the fingers over the shin and gently pull that knee towards your armpit. Then release. Do this a few times. Then keep holding. Shoulders down. Then release. Straighten your leg. And move the body a bit left to right. Even out the two sides. You may even want to circle a little bit with your torso. Both ways. Then bend your other knee. Interlace the fingers underneath your thigh and gently lift that foot off the ground. Relax your shoulders and start straightening that leg, pulling the toes back, and then lift it and release it. Lift it and release it. You might slide your hand towards the calf, ankle, or your foot. Remember, you could always bend the other knee. That might feel a little bit better. You know, this side might be a little bit easier or harder. Then wherever you are, hold the pose. Remember to check those areas which are important. Shoulders, chest, breath, toes pulled back. Keep the breath flowing. Another deep breath. Then bending that knee, interlace the fingers over the shin and gently pull that knee towards you and then release. Do this a few times. Then hold it. And release. Move Move the body a bit left to right again. And come back to the middle and come to either cross-legged or easy pose, or a modified half lotus where you can rest your foot in front of your shin on your calf, or you might sit in firelock pose where your ankles and your knees are aligned. I do it sideways as well so you could see the alignment. So ankle and knee on the top, or in front on the top, or sit in easy or cross-legged pose, whichever feels good for your body. So as you're sitting here, first move a little bit side to side. We're going to do a few side bends and forward folds here for our hips. So move forwards and backwards a tiny little bit as well. Then lengthen the spine and push your fingertips down. So you're lengthening the spine. Feel lifting up. Notice how much easier it is for your hips and how your lower back, especially that lower part of your spine, just having a little bit less pressure. You feel that? Wonderful. Now place your left hand on the ground beside your hips and lift the right arm to the sky. Inhale, reach up, look up, and as we exhale, slowly come to your left and reach with that arm. If you can, look up. If that's too much, keep looking forward. Now the hand which is on the floor, so your left hand, imagine you're trying to push you away. And you will feel that in your right side as you're pushing away. So push very slowly and gently, allowing that stretch to happen a little bit more. And focus on the breath. Notice how your ribs expanding when you inhale and soften as you exhale. Now relax a little bit the body and place your right hand behind you on your lower back and put a little twist into it. So try to look behind you, and that right hand is trying to come around your core a little bit more. With the next inhale, come back to the middle, reach up. And as we exhale, slowly coming back to the middle. Keep the legs as they are. We're going to do the other way with the legs, but we do the other way with the arms first. So, lift the left arm to the sky. Look up, reach up. And as we exhale, slide the right hand a little bit, so bend that elbow and bring the left arm beside the ear, so stretch away. And then press that right hand into the floor, into the ground, and push you a little bit towards the left. You will notice, you could probably see me as well, as I'm pushing away. It accentuates the pose. It stretches you a little bit more in that side body. But do it only if it feels good. If it's sore or not comfortable, don't do it. Then release. Then bring that left hand behind you, behind that lower back, and put a little twist in it. So start looking behind you, behind that shoulder, and that left hand is trying to come into the front. And when you're ready, lift that left arm to the sky. Reach up. And as we exhale, come back to the middle. Release the hands and place the top of your hands behind you and allow the body to come forward, to relax forward. Relax your shoulders. Release the body forward. Remember, you could always place a cushion or something underneath your forehead. If you have blocks, the blocks are really good for that. And with the next inhale, rising up. And to be kind to both hips, let's do the other side. So whichever leg was on the top, now on the bottom. So even if you sit in cross-legged pose, you just change over where your legs are. And you might be surprised that this side is slightly different. This side you might be able to put your foot in front of your shin or right on the calf, or you might be able to align the knee, the knee with the ankle. Again, move a little bit side to side just to explore, to notice where it feels okay. I feel it a little bit funny on this side, a little bit forwards and backwards. Then settle in the middle, try to find the center, hands beside you. And with the next inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Reach up, look up, inhale. And as we exhale, lean towards your right. Remember the right hand is on the floor, the elbow is slightly bent. And reach with that arm. Feel the side body, your shoulders. Then push that hand into the ground. Push the body away from that hand. Deep breaths. Long breaths. The next inhale, release that push and bring the left arm behind you. And look behind you, put a little twist to it. One more breath. The next inhale, lift that arm to the sky. Push yourself up and release the hand. Now the last side. Lift the right arm to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, lean towards your left. Left hand on the floor, left elbow is soft. Reach away from you. Again, you may want to look up. You may not. Then press that left hand into the floor. Push yourself away. Accentuate the pose if it feels good. If not, stay in the middle. Then release that push and bring that right hand behind you. Curl that hand, that arm behind you, looking away, looking behind you. Few deep breaths. With the next inhale, lift the arm to the sky, reach up. And as we exhale, coming up to the middle, release your hands. Place the top of your hands behind you. Take a deep breath in, look up. And as we exhale, bow forward. Releasing the body, relaxing the body. Remember, you might want to have a cushion underneath your forehead. You may want to just hang there. And with the next inhale, slowly rising up. Straighten those legs and wiggle those legs. Move the body a little bit side to side. Then come back to a seated position. Let's do another twist before we do our relaxation. So bring your hands in front of you, the palms face away. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, place both hands down on the floor on one side and allow your forehead to aim towards the floor. Inhale, coming up, bringing the arms back to the front, and then do the other side. Coming back up, this time straighten your legs. You'll do the same thing. Both hands on the left. Inhale, coming up. Both hands on the right. Coming back up. And with the next inhale, allow the hands to land on either side of your legs. Soften the elbows, your shoulders. Bob the head forward. Relax the body forward. Deep breaths. Long breaths. Let it all go. And with the next inhale, rising up. We're going to do Shavasana relaxation, which you may want to do seated or you may want to lie down. So if you're lying down, have your legs at least hip width apart, allowing your toes to flop to either side. Now that might not be comfortable for your back, so you might want to have your knees bent so the feet are on the ground. If you're lying down, have your arms either a little bit away from the torso, the palms facing the sky. If it's not comfortable, you may want to rest your hands on your belly, on the chest. You may want to have your arms over the head. Please choose the most comfortable, the most comforting way for you to sit or lie down. Wherever you are, wiggle a little bit. Make sure that both sides, left and right, are even, relaxed. Both arms are even, soft. The head in the middle, so you may want to gently roll the head left to right. Lengthen the neck. Close the eyes or lower the gaze. Bring the awareness to the breath. Calm the breath. Calm the body. Calm the mind. Feel the breath helping you to let go. Enjoy spreading on the floor. Allow each body part to rest, relax, to smooth out on the mat. Observe the breath. Slowly in, slowly out. Notice the temperature of the air. As you inhale, it could be a little bit cooler. As you exhale, it could be a little bit warmer. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Is it cool? Is it cold? Observe how the air makes you feel softer, lighter, calmer. Inhale this calming air. Feeling the lightness of the air. You're calm. You're light. You're content. You are fully relaxed. Bring the awareness back to the body. Deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Introduce gentle movement into the wrists, into the ankles. In the next inhale, lift both arms beside the ears, stretch the body from toes to fingertips. And soften the knees, bend the knees, roll onto the side of the body if you're lying down. Stay in the fetal position for a few breaths. And slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated pose. Try to keep your eyes closed, preserving the calmness. Hands rest either on the knees, thighs, or in your lap. Take a deep breath in. And let go of the breath slowly. Come back to normal breath. And observe yourself for a few breaths. Notice the effects of today's yoga. The peace, the calmness it brought to you. And bring the hands to heart to prayer. Bow your head slightly. Say a quiet thank you to yourself. A little thank you for this time to put aside to practice yoga. Allow the light into the eyes. Open the eyes. I thank you all very much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for all of you to supporting me, to supporting professional yoga. I wish you all the very best for today and for the next few days. We'll bring you some more meditation, some more yoga practices for you. Take care, be kind to yourself, be kind to others.